Becky Downie is one of Britain's best artistic gymnasts with multiple British titles to her name. She is also the most successful British female gymnast in the all-around competition at an Olympic Games after finishing 12th in Beijing. What work and commitment goes into becoming a top gymnast? How is life for the family of a British sports champion? How can a teenager doing schoolwork train for so many hours a week? We try to answer these questions and more as we follow Becky through a month of her life ahead of the 2009 World Championships in London. In the first of our 3 instalments, we see how hard Becky trains and give you a glimpse into her early years as a gymnast.
I have to get up at 5:30. I could get up at 6 o'clock, but I like to dawdle in the morning and take my time. I don't like rushing around, so yeah, up at 5:30 and then leave at 6:30, ready for training at 7. Then we train 7 till 10, and then after that we go straight to school. Luckily for us, school's on site with the gym, so it's literally next door. Then we get changed, go to school, and then back in the gym at 1:30, train until 5:30, and then sometimes physio for an hour, and then home again. Rest up, homework done, ready for gym the next day. In the gym there are a lot more rules, it's a lot more structured, you kind of just have to get the job done when you're there. It's kind of like a job really. You just go in, listen to your coach. Some days are obviously good, some days are worse than others, but you just have to put them behind you, and it doesn't matter as long as they're not all really bad, then you know that you're doing all right.
If it's on top and it's coming this way, you're strong enough to then pull it back, okay? You are. Be confident with it.
I mean, for people that don't know anything about gymnastics, she would train probably 3 times as hard as a professional footballer. She trains two sessions on a Monday, which is 5 hours. On a Tuesday, 6 hours. On a Wednesday, 6 hours. On a Thursday, I sometimes give a Thursday off, but not always. And on a Friday, 6 hours. And a Saturday, half a day. So kind of like between 24 and 30 hours a week.
You're starting to flag, and you just, what I want you to try and do, you know, when things start to look a bit like a bowl, just try and right, got one more to do, and pull yourself together and just make the body do one more, okay?
Usually by about the 6th session, sort of Wednesday, I'm pushing her around the gym and she's saying her legs are dying and she can't move, and I'm saying, get up, yes you can. And so there's usually, by about Wednesday, there's a little bit of conflict between me and her where I have to shove her and she gets a bit upset. But then we have Thursday off and she's all right by Friday. This is the pattern we go through.
I think the first big step was when I moved to Notts, and I kind of knew that I'd made it into like the bigger club.
When I first saw Becky as a gymnast, she was about 8 years old. She was quite tall for her age and quite big for her age. She actually was quite driven and very much a perfectionist. She didn't like to make any mistakes, and she had a good natural focus and a natural awareness.
My coach did tell me that I needed to obviously get into better shape, because when I was little we didn't consider like all the factors. It was kind of more just for fun, if you know what I mean. We still do it like because we enjoy it, but there's a lot more things like involved, like you have to control what you eat and what time you go to bed, what time you get up, and a lot of extra things outside the gym that I didn't really know about, wasn't really sure about.
You could see in her eye that she wanted to do gymnastics such that she wanted to be the best. She didn't like anybody else looking better than her. So it was a case of seeing how things went over the first year or so where she started competing.
Throughout the levels, I was always kind of up there within the top 6, so I never really dropped below that. So I knew that I had potential to be up there with the best girls that were in my age group.
In training, one of the things that she often did that others didn't, she would push in to have an extra go actually, and at that age was brilliant. When they were a little bit slow getting on the apparatus, Becky would be there, and that's a good sign. It's having that intrinsic motivation to be the best.
It's that intrinsic motivation that has taken Becky to 6 consecutive British titles and many medals in international competitions. Join us for part 2, where we follow Becky to a TV advert shoot and talk to her about family life and gymnast sister Ellie.